Hello, it's Russell at Rittenhouse Needlepoint. So right now I have a canvas that has been in my stash, and I'm going to show you how I get my canvas organized so that I can start doing the scoop stitch the way I like to do the scoop stitch. So here's the canvas. It's cute. It's a little cat. It's a Charlie Harper. Love my Charlie Harpers. Here's the bag of threads. So the way I need to do my canvas, I get my needle out, is I like to hold the canvas in my hand. It's not only a like situation, it's a must situation, because I have a shaky issue and I cannot be on a frame. I cannot do peck and pull method or back to front, so I do something called the scoop. And I have found a way to hold my canvas and to keep it very, very straight so that our finishing company can block it very easily and it doesn't get out of skew. So watch carefully. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to start in the upper right-hand corner here when I start stitching. So, and you can see this canvas is vertical this way. I roll the canvas. I start on the left side. I don't just roll it, I fold it. People I'm sure are going to have a heart attack when they see what I do here. I get into a lot of trouble with more professional needle pointers of how I hold a canvas and how I fold it. So here you can see I'm keeping it very straight, very vertical, and I am creasing it, and I'm getting it folded so that I can be working right up here in the corner. So now I've got it. Look at how nice and even the paint is. I've got pretty much the same amount of paint right along there. Now this is where I get into a lot of trouble. Not just this, I now fold it in half. So I bend it this way. And you know, needlepoint canvas is a very strong material. I also, you see how it's folded here, I might take this and now fold these up. I squeeze it so that when I'm working on the canvas, might fold it a little bit more. You know, it's nice to have it very soft. So now when I'm stitching, I'm just stitching in this little area, and I'm doing this scoop method. I don't have the whole canvas open and I'm having to scrunch it and hold it with my hand and it's not working. So, and I'm trying to keep the canvas as even as possible with this rolled fold. You see it here? So when I'm stitching, in this situation, you can see this canvas. I'm going to do the continental stitch across here. Well, maybe, yep, I am, because if you look closely, there's a light peach at the top, a medium peach. So I'm just going to do a continental stitch, and then I'm going to do the basket weave stitch for these lines, and I'm going to keep doing this. And as I start getting, you know, as I get here, I'm going to open up the canvas, and I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to open up the canvas and keep going across. Open up the canvas. And I'm showing more and more canvas. When I get to this tree here, I'll probably stop, and I'll start again way over here, and I will roll the canvas back up. As I do this more and more times, it will create a better crease, and it will be very soft, the canvas, eventually. And that's how I get a big canvas to be small enough that I can hold it. And, you know, a lot of us who are using our right hand or left hand, the other hand, gets crampy if we're scrunching, it doesn't, my hand gets less crampy because I'm holding less. Look at how little I'm having to hold along here. Much, much less. I also have arthritis in this thumb, unfortunately. And so I don't want to have a lot of bulky stuff. And that's why I've created this system for me. If the system works for you, great. So there it is. That's how I process a canvas so that I can work in a smaller area, and then I can open it up as I go and keep opening it and keep rolling it back. It really makes perfect sense. I'm working in little areas. I might get down to this and I'm folding the canvas so that I'm working in a small area as I'm stitching. And I'm helping my own wallet, because when I send this off to our finishing company, all of our finishing includes one blocking charge with the labor costs. But if we had to block it more than once, then I have to pay for it, meaning you. I do have to pay for it, but since I own the company, I get a better deal than you all. But if you do it this way and you continually hold the canvas in a nice vertical line and keep it organized, it will not get out of skew very badly. And therefore, maybe only one blocking. And this came about a number of ways. It came about, one, because of my arthritis in this thumb, and two, one canvas they had to block 7 times for me to get it straight. And that was very expensive. So there is a good little technique of how to have your canvas. And if you don't do the scoop stitch, which is what I do, which is I'm doing a sewing stitch on the front. If you like to go from front to back and push from the back to front, you could hold the canvas this way too if you don't want to work on a frame. Frames and scrolls, well, specifically frames, are really great for people that are doing specialty stitches. People that are doing meditative stitching like myself, you can hold it in your hand. It's not really a big deal. Although you will have some wrath from some people looking at you like, oh my gosh, you're working in your hand. That's just totally illegal. It's not illegal. If you like doing it this way, then do it.